It's a very exciting group to have. They're not only they're extremely talented, but they're extremely intelligent group. We have 8 4.0s on the team this year. We have an entire team of 3.0s, and it's a really good group to work with. We have 17 guys on our roster. We're coming back with 6 guys that averaged double figures last year. Our top 7 guys have all been offered scholarships. Devin just committed to Kentucky. Wilhelm has kind of got it down to a couple of schools, Stanford and Nebraska and Virginia. Ryan is committed to San Luis Obispo. Aiden Prukop's committed to San Luis Obispo. They'll go together as best buds. And Logan Kremenetsky's had several offers, and he's contemplated some of those. He's really come on as a player. And Harry Hornery's got it down to Xavier and USC, and I think he's going to make a commitment tomorrow. So, am I leaving anybody out? Okay. This year's team, we're putting together a very difficult schedule, trying to get us ready to hopefully win the last game of the season. You know, the years have gone by a lot. I've been with a lot of you guys a long time. We've won 31 consecutive league championships. Last year we were co-champs with Bosco, and back in, God, I think it was 88 or 9, early 90s, we were co-champs with Capitol Valley at one time. And so, you know, we've had a great streak. We hope to continue that. I've been very fortunate over the years to coach some of the best athletes this county's ever seen, and it's been very exciting for me. And these guys got a lot more personality than I do, so why don't we move on to Devin here.
Hey, Devin, you know, looking at the landscape of SoCal basketball, who's the big competition for you to get an Open Division title? What's out there?
I think the biggest competition for us to get a title this year is probably Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
But honestly, just ourselves, just coming together, and just when we play together, it's pretty hard to beat us. So that's who the biggest competition is.
We have a unique situation because we have size, we have shooters, we got a great point guard, we got a great center, and it's just we have a lot of the ingredients. I mean, we're junior class of 6'9", 6'9", 6'8", Devin, and then Casey Jones is about 6'5". He's pretty powerful. He's probably our 8th man. But the 3 seniors, Kremenetsky's 6'7", and he's a tough kid. Boy, he plays hard, and he's really improved through the last few years. And then, of course, Ryan Evans is one of the best stand-up shooters around. And then Aiden Prukop is extremely talented, finisher and scorer. So it has all the ingredients of what you're looking for. We can play some zone with this team with our size. We can play man-to-man, which we usually play. We can just throw a lot of different things at teams. We can go inside out. We can run the break. Sometimes Devin has to slow down just to get everybody down the court because he gets down there so quick with the ball that we got to get our wings and everybody to follow suit. But it's a type of team that can play a lot of different ways. And our schedule, we're traveling out of the state 5 different times. We're going to Phoenix for a single. It's Perry High School in the Hoopball West Classic. We're also going to the Jerry Tarkanian Classic in Las Vegas. You come back from there, we go to Les Schwab Tournament in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. We got a chance to play Bishop Gorman in both those tournaments, and they're ranked in the top 5 in the country. Very good team. Then we go to West Virginia, and we're going to play national TV on ESPN versus DeMatha High School and one other. And then we go back to Springfield in New York over Martin Luther King weekend to play also. We have the Nike Extravaganza, which has a tremendous field this year of teams, and it'll be 2 nights of a lot of great basketball. So we have a lot of things going on, and then you got the Trinity League, which is never easy, especially sometimes you go away games. Last year, we had that 5-game league, and our 2 league away games were Santa Margarita and Bosco back-to-back in the same week. So the schedule was a little tough for us with a young team last year going on the road. And this year, I like the idea of playing all 10 games, because if you falter on the road, you have a chance to take care of business at home.
It sounds like you have no weaknesses.
I'm pretty pleased with the group, Eric. I mean, that's and they're very mature kids, and they share the ball and they play well together. It's a coach's delight, and it just we have a little bit of everything, and these guys here are, point guard, shooter, and center. But Wilhelm's actually our backup point guard at times. So is Ryan, because we'll throw the ball back to Wilhelm, and being 6'9.5", he's extremely talented to bring the ball up the floor. He finishes with either hand real well. He shoots the ball from the outside. All our bigs shoot well. A Hornery kid and Davidson both shoot the ball really well. So it's nice to have bigs that can shoot. And we can run 5 out and face the basket. And that's the one thing I really push at modern day, is everybody faces the basket, not stereotype a guy at center. Because I want to look for their future as well. And we do a good job of running motion offense where they all get an opportunity to face the basket.
So, Devin, you're from Southern California, so could you explain how Kentucky impressed the Southern California kid? Like, did they take you to see a horse race? Did they feed you 10 steaks? What did Kentucky do to impress Southern California?
I'm from Northern California, Sacramento, California. But it just showed me what it was really like at Kentucky. Very serious about basketball, and just getting a player better. So that's why I liked it. It wasn't about all the steaks. It wasn't about the horses. No, it was about basketball.
What, did they show you steaks or horses?
Did they show you steaks made out of horses?
I mean, they want to show one of the top recruits a good time. So yeah.
Coach, there was kind of a feeling at the latter part of last year that at one point this group just sort of clicked and took it to another gear. I mean, obviously it's not as sort of oversimplifying it maybe, or is it? From your point of view, was there a time where you just sort of said, hey, this group has taken it up that next notch?
Well, the following year, we'd won the CF title, beating Sierra Canyon in the finals with Spencer Friedman's group, Mike Wong, Reagan Harrison, the group, and Wilhelm was a starter on that team. So that next year, I had Wilhelm back as the only starter back as a sophomore. Devin had played minutes behind Friedman, and Ryan had just transferred in. So we had a lot of young guys, and I didn't hit a hard schedule early in the season. We played in a lot of local tournaments and stuff, didn't venture out a lot. Went to Palm Springs and played there, and that was a pretty tough tournament. But I kind of watched what we did and tried to move us along. And then we hit a bad streak. Ryan got real sick when we played Bosco and couldn't play. And we got beat there at Bosco in a tight game. And the next day we came back. We were playing Camarillo in a one-day event. And they had a really good player who went to UCLA, but we were better than they were, but not that day. We didn't play. Very tough loss. And I think that really hurt us because we got to the playoffs and our seed was so bad. We were 8th or 9th seed, and then we ended up going to the finals. I thought we were a lot better than what we were seeded, but it hurt us tripping and losing those games there in a row, and it cost us a lot of away games. We only got one home game in all the playoffs put together, and that's only because Fairfax upset Corona Centennial, or Corona Centennial upset Fairfax. Otherwise, we'd had no home games. That part is very difficult in the open division. It's tough enough playing those teams when you're going at Bishop Montgomery, you're going at Centennial, and it gets very, very tough. The only thing, and I was talking to, I think it was Eric earlier, the state and CIF have got to do something about the finals. You can't play Sierra Canyon Mater Dei at Simi Valley High School. I don't care who's the home team. There's got to be somebody to intervene and say that game needs to be played at a big venue. I mean, you put Sierra Canyon Mater Dei or Etowanda, Montgomery, or Rancho Christian in a doubleheader at the USC, like we played with Chino Hills and Montgomery and Sierra Canyon a couple of years ago. That'd be 10,000 people that come out and see that. I mean, flat out just pack, at the Galen Center. It just flat out packed the place, and it just doesn't make sense to me. I know it's a gender thing where you want the girls to have the same opportunities, have it a 4-game series there that night, you know. But I mean, to have that game at Simi Valley on a small court where it was slippery, didn't justify those two teams coming together. If you're going to have the open division, then show off the open division, not have them play at Simi Valley or not play at Sierra Canyon that has seats like you have right here for people to watch the game. You know, I mean, if you're going to have that division where you're going to, showcase those teams. You know, that the only thing that bothers me. I don't mind playing in the open division. We're probably always going to be in the open division. That's fine with me, but showcase it. And you need somebody to come in and take control, be in charge of that division, and say, okay, this is what we're going to do with the division, and make it fair with girls, boys, but showcase it. It just didn't make sense to me.
So have an open division tournament director?
Yes, and somebody that would coordinate it year-round, going, okay, this is the venues we set up, this is what we're going to do, and make money off it. If you're going to have it, make money off it. And put us on opposite nights of Division I and Division II, where have us Thursday, Saturday, and then Wednesday, Friday, you know, and showcase it.
Who would be good at that, being that tournament director?
I don't know.
Steve Fry?
Put Eric in charge of it. Yeah. We should put somebody in charge of it to run.
Wilhelm, how's this year's team going to be better or different than last year's team?
Well, I think it's pretty much the same team. I mean, we have the same team for the most part this year. I think it's just a matter of we can only improve from last year. We kind of had a whole season to figure out what our strengths and weaknesses are and kind of get used to each other. I mean, all of us have played together for the most part and known each other since even before high school. So it wasn't really a big transition, but I think, just as far as kind of figuring it out, playing 4 quarters of a game, moving the ball around, we can really only go up from here. It's only improvement from here. So I think just kind of staying in the gym with each other all the time, kind of solidifying our connections and just really starting to feel comfortable with each other.
So it's just fine tuning. There's no Gary, hey, we gotta play more of a 32-minute game. We need to press better. We need to handle the press better. Is there anything specific, in the game?
Of course, we can always get better at just about everything. I think as far as kind of defense, kind of playing the full shot clock, I guess, playing the whole 35 seconds, we could certainly work on that. But as far as specifics, I don't think there's anything that stands out that's concerning. So just more fine tuning, kind of just building off what we already have.
Ryan, what's your thoughts on that?
I think what separates us is everyone knows their roles and everyone plays to their roles. Devin does a great job. He's facilitating. He's going up the right wing. He's going up the left wing. He's driving. He's kicking. He's what gets us going. Aiden plays to his role. He's a scorer on the team. He does that every single game. And, my role, I just want to do everything. I want to be that player that locks down the other team's best player. And then we got Harry. Harry shoots the ball incredibly. And, he's worked on his game. He's inside out. And then we got Wilhelm. Wilhelm does it all. And then we got amazing depth. We got Casey Jones, just transferred in from Seattle. Nick Davidson, Logan Cremonesi. Logan, super tough player. Extremely toughest player on the team by far. And we got Nick can kind of do it all. And then Casey, who brings that athleticism to the team. So, I think that in the matter is what separates us from most teams.
Thanks.
Coach, in terms of the state of the Trinity League, you've been coaching for a while. How does the state of this year's league compare to years past? Bosco was a challenge last year, and Jay Sarah looks like they have some talent. Just how do you see that all play out?
I think it'd be good. I think Daniel will do a great job at Orange Lutheran. Santa Margarita coach is a good guy. I think will bring some real life to the program. They both may be a couple years away from building it back up. John's done a tremendous job at Servite. He has underrated the work and time he puts into it. John Morris really impresses me all the time. I watch how he does things, and he's upbeat, and I think Servite's going to get better and better. And they've stayed with him where at times they're saying, well, they're going to make a change. That'd be a big mistake, making a change with him. He does a good job. Matt's done a great job, I thought, up at Bosco. He's got those guys playing hard and playing different styles, depending on what he has. But Matt's been around. I think he does a good job. Keith down at Jay Sarah, I think. I don't know that I need a program to keep track of the different countries. They might have to need some speakers there to help decipher what everybody's saying. But he's put together some good teams, a good team down there. And Ian's a real good player. He's one of the top players around in CIF. So I think that they are a legitimate challenge in the league, as is Bosco, and I think Servite's going to beat some people. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out. I hope we're strong enough to hold off some of the teams, but we can't take a night off. We're taking every game seriously, one game at a time, and we're not looking ahead to anybody but whoever the next opponent is. And I've got a tremendous coaching staff. Jason Quinn is as good a coach as there is in any level, anywhere, and just my staff in general. It's just it's a really good group. We have a good system. We've done this for a long time. I'm real old, and I'm still enjoying it. So.
That brings up a question. Since you are very old, how much longer are you going to be doing this?
I'll go when you go. You let me know, okay? All right.
I'm going till 1:30.
Yeah. I don't know. This is my 38th year, and I've enjoyed it. I go to work and I have fun. If it ever becomes work, I probably step down, and I'm sure Jason will do a good job after I'm done. But I'm just having fun. I go to work in the morning. I sit there in my office, and they got me teaching a few basketball classes, and I got a physical fitness class that I'm in charge of, and we go out to the track. Yeah, well, just because I might be about middle of the road of the class of best athlete, that has nothing to do with it,
Are you the hurdles coach and the track team coach?
The hurdles, I would pull my groin for sure. You need Auto Club to get me off that track. So, no, I'm really having a good time, and we'll just see how things go. I got a grandson who's a freshman, so I'm enjoying watching him. I got 6 granddaughters, 1 grandson. I got to enjoy the grandson I have. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, Devin, are you glad to have the decision behind you to make it
Sure.
just sort of have a relief that we're not having to ask you that question anymore?
Yeah, for sure. I'm just glad I can just focus on my team now, focus on this season, go out with a bang, just try to win league, which I think we are going to do so, and have a shot at winning a state championship. So I'm excited. It's all behind me now, and I'm just focused now. So it's cool.
Devin, how hard is it like when you had so many really good people in contacting you all over, great coaches, great names, we know all these names. How hard is it to like kind of like you pick Kentucky, but you're letting other people down? How hard is that?
It's not really that hard, because at the end of the day, it's a big business. They're recruiting you as a business, and I'm choosing them as a business perspective too. Yeah, I mean, you just got to go where you fit best and what's best for you, not what's best for the coach.
Never look back.
Yep.
An answer for Fresca. She says she would beat you.
We'll get to that one day, Alyssa. The one-on-ones are coming for sure.
It's better for you too, Coach, to have kids get that decision out of the way, kind of before the season. Do you not like to have that sort of trail through?
It's changed. I got juniors, are committing, where in the past it was always your seniors right before, in the fall of your senior year. So things have changed, but it takes pressure off. Now during the summer, do they want to play in this all-star event? They don't have to. And every time they take a shot, is it for a scholarship? Not necessarily. It's just to get them better. So, I think that part of it is a lot better. And I know it takes a lot of pressure off him, by committing. And I know the others are following suit, and they're trying to figure it out. I think, Will, you're waiting until spring?
I don't know. We'll see.
Huh?
We'll see. I don't know yet.
Okay. Will's about a 4.2 grade average, and I think academic is heading his way.
Is it difficult for you to coach intelligent kids? You were talking about, Wilkinson needs a translator, but, you're coaching like really smart guys. How?
Well, at least when you call timeout and they leave the huddle, you figure at least 3 of the 5 might know what you want. So it works out good.
You're talking about recruiting, so I remember an early commitment, Taylor King.
Yeah, UCLA as a freshman.
Yeah, as an 8th grader.
Yeah. Well, he's at JSerra now too, so maybe he can help out. So, no. Keith, I coached him in Little League. So, down Michigan. Good kid, good family. And we're very blessed at Mater Dei. We got some good people around us, great administrators. Tia's done a great job. Tia's trying to handle Bruce and Gary. That's a full-time job right there. Yeah. 2 old guys,
Old guy's going on 12 years old.
Yeah.
What about you mentioned Jason Quinn, and I never thought he wanted to be a head coach, but he's got that in the back of his mind, son.
Absolutely. He'd be a great head coach.
And he wants to do that eventually. Do you when it's your time to?
I hope so. I hope all indication that's how it's going to work out.